Tech's founder, Richard Hartman, is appropriating millions of dollars of investors' funds from unregistered crypto asset security offering, raising more than $1 billion. We'll have more on this in 10.
Hey, bang, bang. Top
What's
of the day,
up?
you peeps? How you doing, Mr. Halarski?
Doing beautiful, man. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Things are starting to look up. My first show with my new background studios
Right?
coming up, getting better and better.
Oh, yeah.
Happy to display it here.
Looking good, sounding good. I mean, it's amazing the difference those make.
Yes, it does. And then I'll put some more. I'll get some more and put them on the other wall, and it'll be game over. And then these things are great. So if you guys are streaming, make sure you get the sound deadeners, whatever they're called, absorbers.
Yeah, a little padding goes a long way for sure. Absorbs the different noise frequencies for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So we had a good call as usual on Monday today. I think that is definitely a sleeping giant, and that sleeping giant is Spark Swap.
Yeah, Spark Swap. We had AJ from Spark Swap today. He came on and explained everything, the nuts and bolts of the whole platform, and he spoke for almost exactly an hour. It's a lot of stuff to digest. And
I don't even think he was done. Like he could have, he could
have gone longer. He sure could have. But I had to wear a Bitcoin shirt, my old school Bitcoin shirts. This is one of the first T-shirts I ever bought. I've had this thing for like 10 years, man.
Holy shit!
Right? Yeah, man. Bitcoin on a roll today. Almost hit its all-time high. It's only like $1,200 away. Wow.
It's right there. It's right there. So what do you foresee, like, as we near the halving, do you foresee like a dip as we go into it, like a sell-off, and then coming out on the backside? What are we seeing?
So what we see in the previous cycles is that prior to the day of the halving, in each cycle it's gotten earlier and earlier. We see a big dip before the Bitcoin halving because it's by the rumor, sell the news event. So my guess, and there's other things that are going to help this happen, is going to be the third or fourth week of March. That's when I think we're going to get a pullback. It can happen earlier, but that's when I think we're going to get the big pullback in Bitcoin. Obviously, it's going to affect Ethereum too, crypto market as a whole, and that will be your opportunity. That's what I'm going to be talking about tonight on my live stream. Just an hour from now, I'll be doing my live stream, and I think that's going to be the opportunity for everyone to get in their last chance to accumulate at really good prices, and is up and to the right, probably for the next year and a half.
Yeah. What's your feeling on the ETF side of that with Bitcoin?
Well, I mean, there's only 890 or so Bitcoin right now mined per day. After mid-April, it's going to be dropping down to 400 or something mined per day.
Right.
So that's the inflation of Bitcoin. People who do not know that, a lot of people think Bitcoin is not inflationary. It sure the hell is. It's the exact definition of inflationary.
Right.
But that inflation is so small. Right now, the ETFs are buying up about 10,000 Bitcoin per day. And that's just taking it all off the market. And what I'm looking forward to is when Ethereum, I think the Ethereum ETF is going to be even crazier for the market than the Bitcoin ETF. I think that one's going to be bonkers. That's going to cause all of our assets in the Pulse Chain community just go what?
Right.
Up and to the right. See, I got my little rocket on tonight. It's firing on all cylinders right there.
I'm not going to say what it kind of looks like, but yeah, from the camera point of view, like that's cool.
I need to fix that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, shout out to Brian Magruder for this Nope token display. He sent that to me. It's lit up, and I could actually flip it around. He sent me like 4 different versions of the Nope token image with it as a coin.
Is that like a LED, like a picture frame, like a digital?
Yeah. And here's the other side.
So is that permanent? Is that a picture, or is that digital? Okay.
It's a picture that I can change, so I can pull out the picture and put another one in. I've got 4 different ones that I can have in there.
Nice.
Brian Magruder's the man. That's where the hat came from. He's always sending us stuff to, he supports all the streamers.
He is. I'm just seeing if I got a hat to pull in, but yeah, no doubt he is. He's hooked me up, sent me stuff. Always appreciate the freebies that he sends out, and try to do our part to promote it and put it out there as well. It's always good. Welcome everybody. See some peeps flying in from Randy's side of the world on the YouTube side. Hello. Thank you, good old Luna. It's always on point.
She's everywhere
full
now.
one, right?
Hey, Krypto.
Full-time job it is. Tell you that much. No doubt.
Yeah. You know who's everywhere that I get blown away with? Sandy Beach.
Oh yeah.
Sandy's on every stream. At least she stops in.
Yeah, and I think by trade she's a pharmacist, or was, or is. Yeah, she's in that world. But yeah. So have you? Well, here first we'll go to. I'll just show for those that haven't. For those that may have been living under a rock or something. As far as Spark Swap, I'll just give a quick preview of that. SparkSwap.xyz. They really got their shit together, doing a lot of good stuff.
And it's bringing people word of mouth. They've been in our group, in the No Permissions group, it's like everyone's using SparkSwap now. And after today, if they're not, they're crazy, right?
Yeah. I mean, and everything's on point. All their UI.
The bridge is amazing. If anybody wants to come up to Pulse Chain for just pennies, use the SparkSwap bridge. And you probably have to watch a video to learn how to do it, but it's definitely it's a little bit different than the pulsechain.com bridge, but it's definitely going to save you a lot of money instead of using Ethereum.
Yeah. Now the caveat to that is that's only really good for like $2,000 and less, because you're going to start eating slippage, or no, just fees in general. Anything over that. So, either do it in small increments, right, or pay the $100-some fee to use the regular bridge. It is what it is. So they got that. They got liquidity for setting up your LPs. Boom. Full suite of farms here going on.
It looks like we're going to get a Nope token farm soon too.
Yes.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that's going to be coming up here probably I don't know, whatever.
See, this is the privilege. It's the privilege of not being a maxi. People like you more. And when you ask, hey, could I have a farm on your DEX? Sure.
Very good point. That's a very good point. People are very receptive and open. You're a man of the people, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna shit on anybody's projects. I don't like centralized stuff. Like, there's certain out there that are centralized, but I love all the dexes. Support all the dexes.
Yeah, I do not discriminate against dexes. I'm an equal opportunity employer of dexes. Yeah. So what do we got here? Vaults. They got these vaults.
The vaults are amazing, and you can set up your own vaults with whichever farms that you would like to have. You could put them on auto compounding, which instead of going, and they're going to add fucks soon. I asked them to add 9-inch, so you'll be able to go in and the system will automatically take your rewards for you off up to once every hour, I think it is. At minimum once every hour, and auto compound your rewards, or you could take 50% off, shave it off. But yeah, powerful stuff.
That's huge. I mean, that's that's kind of like some Tetra automation, with scraping your profits automatically like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the way AJ, yesterday I had like over an hour, 1 hour call with him. He was saying that the auto compounding gets you so much more APY because it's immediate. There's no way you can manually, unless you're sat at your computer 24 hours a day, no way you can beat the auto compounding feature. And as far as APYs are concerned. Oh yeah. Yes. Krypto Sloth. Yes. HOC. I just checked my HOC. I have my first brewing coming out in 2 days. So that's the Hocus Pocus website. And I've seen their tokens going through the roof too. They're going back up to the roof, but it's up and to the right. Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, and that's so HOC is Hocus Pocus, or
yes.
Yeah, okay.
They're another one that it's kind of low key. They're kind of where Spark Swap was, 5-6 months ago, as far as under the radar.
Yeah.
And, I remember somebody brought it up in the chat in our group one day, and I went and checked it out, and now I have I staked some of them 1 month ago, and now the Hocus Pocus that I staked have actually doubled the amount of Hocus Pocus I have, because I use their brewing. It's like it's all about the witch stuff. So I'm brewing using NFTs, and after the brewing is done here in 2 days, my NFTs actually they become more valuable. They become like a higher level. It's hard to explain. I have to get somebody from Hocus Pocus to actually come on and explain it to us. But all I know is that they mature, and then it's like a video game, how you can like merge two cards together to make a better weapon type thing, like in an RPG game. And then you earn more APY or something like that. So I'm pretty excited about the Hocus Pocus stuff. What you got there? You got a million screens going up.
Oh boy.
There you go.
I didn't know. Okay. Yeah. Learning new shit.
TC I was looking at buying P Hedron and P Icosa. I saw that $1,000 of USDC only buys $870 of Hedron or Icosa. Why is that? Slippage. It depends on where you're buying it. You got to make sure that you're. I would try to use Piteas if you can. Piteas. Probably the best place where you can get the best rate. Where's another good exchange to get Icosa Hedron? I can't remember. I haven't bought any in a while.
I mean, maybe PulseX.
Maybe.
No.
I've always been on Piteas, so I have no idea where it's been routing.
I mean, it always I think behooves a person to compare 2 or 3 exchanges while you're moving stuff around.
Also try Fux, PHUX. Fux sometimes it has some really thick liquidity.
Yeah.
Because people have pools.
I think Luna's with us with PulseX.
Well, if he's using PulseX and he got in that rate, that's pretty bad. That tells me that the liquidity is thin.
Yeah. So yeah, and all that's kind of up in the air, right? Like, because there's some big changes coming around, so we'll see how that shakes out here in the future.
Hey, do you want to tell everybody what your the Veterans Pool Party, how they can participate in those kind of things?
Yeah. So the Maximus guys have popped around, and they created Pool Party, right? So it's a way for everybody to collectively come in and join a pool without commingling or any one entity having access. So it's in a decentralized manner. You should pop over, and actually we're gonna show their website here because people need to see what's going on here. So you log in, jump to the let me just post this here in the group chat as well. And so I'm doing it to raise whatever we can raise and put it towards a charity. So as the pool organizer, that's where the 1% comes into play from your total stake. It'll scrape off 1%. The stake's about 305 days, which should, I think that ends around December 24, kind of timing it hopefully before the peak of the bull. So hopefully it should be at a decent price, roughly, and then people have their liquid stuff to do whatever they want and go from there. So let me zoom in here and let me get rid of this banner. No, it didn't do much anyways. So you see here the mintable pools. You go to join stake pool. That brings you here. You can see veterans is right here. 305 days, 132,000. Minted veterans to get into that. It's open for a limited time. I have details here. You click on view. When it decides to work, it'll work, but not this time around, evidently. Let's do a refresh.
I have like 50,000 hex just sitting, doing nothing in one of my wallets. I'll throw it into it.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. It is up. I paid the money. It is up on Ethereum and Hex. So whatever anyone can do on either side or both sides. I know Krypto King publicly came out, and said he participated. So I thank you for your support. I did ask him, and he was obliged to let me make an announcement that he had joined.
Cool.
And let's see if we get lucky here, and it'll show a little synopsis here of what it's about. And if you click on the other pools, man, some of them are like at 5%, this and that. They don't give you a description. You don't even know who's behind them. Like, I'm the face behind it. You know what you're working with, what we're trying to achieve here. There's the actual contract address. And as far as the VETS token itself, that was a stealth launch, and trying to use that to reward those in the future that, let's say, if they buy an NFT or something of that nature, and the proceeds from that artist's collection would go to a charity like Wounded Warriors, Tunnel for Towers, Travis Manion, something of that nature. But then those addresses that purchased, let's say, said NFT for the donation side would be rewarded on the back end with the VETS token, just as a token of appreciation. May not be worth anything now. Who knows what it will hold in the future? We are seeing, courtesy of the automated market makers, how naturally the chart is lifting up as PLS and all the other tokens rise in the ecosystem. It's coming along.
Yes, it is. I love this automated market maker stuff. It's great.
Does anybody else do that? on
Well,
you know?
well, throughout crypto history, it's always been that way. When Bitcoin pumped, everything else pumped too.
Right. But like, are there do many other chains have AMMs where they're buyers and
I
bots
never
literally
heard of it.
buying and
I didn't hear
selling?
about it until now. And usually, as a project owner, you put out your own bot. You run your own bot. I don't have one on Nope Token. You don't have one on VETS. It's just the automated market maker that's doing it, and it's freaking cool.
Right. I mean, it's what RH incorporated into it, and the little buggers are just running around doing their thing, right?
Yes, they are. And then guys at PTGC and Alien and Burn and all those figured out how to take advantage of it. And you see their tokens are different. They had a rough day today, but overall they were doing really good there for a whole 2 weeks.
Yes, 100%. And I guess since we're talking about LPs, have you heard of Sunny Detective? Sunny, he's got a good Telegram channel as well, and he's just an LP freak magician in a good way. I believe he's a good actor for the community. It may take a while for people to wrap their heads around what they're doing, but they're basically doing what they're doing with PTGC and just pairing things up. The 414 ecosystem, PTGC is on the 808 side of things. It's just everyone's doing their own thing to help the ecosystem rise. Now he's taken it to a new level of, like, you're now incorporating rewards, like PLP rewards, as you see here. Like, you're getting like 1% rewards from arbitrage for life on an interconnected 1,000 plus LP web of paths to follow. Jeez. So yeah, so if you pair INC-R with A1A, or no, INC-R and INC, that will reward you INC in the form of that PLP. So you copy and paste that in your MetaMask, and then that'll pop up in the future. And there's a bunch of other ones. I mean, there's PLSX. There's another one. So it's something just worth mentioning and looking into. It's one of those things that's definitely under the radar. Many people are not aware of it by any means.
Yeah, I think this is going to be, once the narrative is out, it's probably going to be one of the hottest talked about narratives in crypto for this bull run, is the bonding of liquidities and coins that pay you back. I think that's going to be really cool to see. You just hold that LP or whatever it is, and coins are going to be showing up in your wallet. Pop, 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 pop. Wow, man, we never had anything like this in the former bull markets.
Yeah, I mean, even this bear, bears, like, people are calling it the number one meme coin out there. So
I think I was too quick to poo-poo tax tokens. At first I was like, this sounds like bullshit, but now I'm like, well, kind of accepting them.
Yeah. I mean, there's good ones and there's shit ones, right? You got to sift through it and work through it all.
What's up, Trenton? We're our army buddies in the house.
Hey. But yeah, real interesting stuff. I'd pop over to his channel, and more importantly, you can always ask questions. They got a whole army of people on the Telegram side. That's for sure. But yeah, appreciate everyone popping in. Please pop over real quick, hit that subscribe button on the VETS channel, and then you can go back to watching on Randy's channel. Play the game. You know what I'm saying?
Luna just uncovered a scab. She just ripped the scab off. The beat was too soon, Luna. That was the first tax token I got really serious about. Actually, no. Well, there was another one. It was on Ethereum. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, Beat was the one that hurt the most because they rugged us.
Yeah. Do you think they're gone, or do you think they'll come, or do you think their pride got in the way?
They'll come back with different names. They're probably already back with different names, different projects. We just don't know yet. We don't know who they are. That's why I like to know the people that I'm supporting. You know, the one time I do it in this cycle, I get burned.
Yeah, it's too. Yeah. The day of faceless founders, like that ship's sailing, man. It's bullshit. Makes it too easy. There's no skin in the game, right? You can just fucking stage right that shit and you're out. And
this idea wasn't very good. Let's pull the liquidity and go home. It's like,
yeah.
And Luna's right. That's the problem with privacy tokens. And I learned that when I was with the Dollar Vigilante, and those guys were, you know, they would load up on a token for 6 months, get as much as they could, and then they'd pump it in their newsletter, you know, get everyone to buy it, and then they would slowly work their way out and cash in millions. And you know, I know that's hearsay or whatever, you know, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were doing. As a team member, I was seeing it, so pretty disgusting behavior.
Yeah, most definitely. And yeah, that is typically the case. V3, V4. It's never ending, is it? Never ending. Another topic here. Have you heard of D-Pin? It's kind of an ecosystem. I talked about it the other day, and it's basically where you can take real world utilities and get rewarded for it. So let's say like Helium Mobile is an easy one here. You know, they launched nationwide. They piggybacked with T-Mobile. But Helium Mobile, people have gone through different outlets and purchased these small cell radio antennas that you put up anywhere and on your house, at a business, whatever. And the Helium network maps out these things. And it's a decentralized cell phone tower application, more or less. And it's taken off pretty good. There's a big, so even like Dish Network, they launched their own 5G standalone network. They didn't piggyback. They're not borrowing bandwidth. They built their own. Can they build their own? Talk about sidetrack.
I'm not blushing. Not blushing.
Only. What was it? Only if you have what condom? You need a USB condom or something, you know? I guess we can get a little back history on that, but wait, great sidetrack. Yeah.
That's last week's film.
Yeah, that was a good one. Man. I wish that was like a weekly thing. I could find some good juicy stuff like that, because that was just on point. But anyways, so with Helium Mobile, you know, they launched an app. You use the app, and then if you participate, enable the mapping to participate in the mapping. So wherever you go, it's tracking you, what have you, for signal wise, so it can identify the networks that are out there as you're going around, and then you get rewarded helium. So right now, for example, Helium Mobile is like $20 a month for unlimited. However, the shit pays for itself. You're getting more rewards. If you enable the mapping, you get more rewards than what your monthly bill is. So you're actually making a profit, coming out ahead. You don't see that too often.
Do you actually have an account with them? Because somebody tried to reach out to me about 2 years ago when Helium launched, trying to get me to do it down here in Panama.
Yeah. So yes, I do. I participate and set up my helium wallet and whatnot, and you can down even, dude, they even weekly allow you, they like helium will put in helium in your wallet so you can free claim weekly, so you don't even need to pay or try and work out swapping or anything of that nature. So it's just something else to play with. There's just many different utilities here. Like this guy is making 40 to 50,000 a month by incorporating these different utilities into his stuff. There's devices that you can plug in to like your car, your OBD2 sensor under the dash. You plug that in, it'll take your car's data, and then it'll transmit out that data, and different businesses will use that information. Yeah. I mean, they buy the data. It's all about data. But then for for participating, again, you get rewarded for participating. The other thing is is Hive Mapper is another one, and that's where you have a dash in your camera, and as you're driving around in real time during the day, it maps everything as you're driving, and it uploads either through the camera if you get the high-end model, or it'll go through the app on your phone and then upload that way, and then again you get rewarded, and their stuff is called Honey. So again, think about real-time images. Because how you ever use Google Maps or Street View, dude? That shit's like 2 years old, man. Once in a while, every couple of years, you'll see the Google car driving around with all the fucking globes and shit spinning. But that stuff's so outdated. So imagine how many companies could utilize real-time information.
Look, it's outdated. If you take any vacations, go to Europe or come to Panama, Google Maps is so wrong. It's not even very good.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, just different options. That's all I'm doing. Is just pointing these different things called.
There's so many ways to make money in crypto. It's totally ridiculous, man. You could be blogging on Hive, and making a couple $100 a month. You could be doing this stuff, making $100 here, $100 there. Here you're getting your cell phone for free. I mean, your cell phone's paying for itself because you're just sharing your data. It's just ridiculous, man. And if you're a content creator, if you're in the US, you can set up your YouTube channel. You're creating content, and you're getting a little bit of money for being a content creator. I mean, the world's changing, really, seriously.
Yeah, there's a lot a person can do. There's no reason to be broke.
Nope, not at all.
These days, by any stretch of the imagination.
If guys like us can stream, us old dudes can stream. These young kids, they have no excuse.
Oh man, yeah. I guess. And speaking of that, I guess I really haven't gone my way to like catch it, but I guess even in the U.S. military, there's the women. We've seen it with other foreign militaries. These women, advertising while they're in their uniform, maybe they're reservists or whatever. But now we're seeing a lot of active duty military on the U.S. side putting content out there and whatnot.
I was never allowed. When I was in, you weren't allowed to do that kind of stuff. It was totally against the law.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I think the leadership is a bigger problem. You got to lead from the top down or from the bottom up, but there's
scary.
Yeah.
Imagine you and I leading when we were like 18.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, it's like fucking deer in the headlights. You're just trying to consume all of it and figure out what it is and put it all together. I mean, it's for the better that internet at that time in the late '90s, what have you, wasn't really a big thing. I mean, shit, getting a landline telephone in the barracks, that was something, you know. Just so you could call home or do something.
I remember when I got my first cell phone. My first cell phone, I was actually living in Sicily. It was all those old Motorola. They were black. They were pretty big, you know. And it was GSM, so it was the old GSM network. You flip the little thing down, you talk on it. Hey, Mom, you won't believe where I am right now. You know?
Yeah, on top of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is that. So what's how's Fox doing? So you got is it about 100,000 or 90,000? The pool, the Nope pool specifically.
Fox? It's more than that. I think pretty sure it's more
than that.
I haven't looked at the total amount. It's probably like 130,000 or so.
Okay. I could have swear I was around that neighborhood, but you know, whatever. I mean, that's
maybe with the price drop. Maybe with the price drop, because Nope has dropped about 20% in the last 2 days because everything else has dropped. Hey, that's what happens when liquidity is bonded. That's one of the ramifications. It goes up, they go up together, they go down together. And it's not because there was a lot of sales, people selling. It was because everything's bonded.
Yeah. Yep.
And 9-inch had a tough day or tough week. So 9-inch having a tough week. That's the number one pair for Nope, and so it kind of pulls us down a little bit.
Yeah, we should pop over there, man.
And we're getting AJ at SparkSwap. I think I said it earlier in the show. He's gonna set up liquidity over on SparkSwap, so we'll have FUX, SparkSwap, and 9-inch. Are the three exchanges. Oh, and 9mm Pro. Oh, speaking of 9mm Pro, this has been pretty big news. The token distribution starts this month. For those, so anybody who participates in 9mm Pro has liquidity on 9mm Pro, trades there, owns the Pulse OGs, or was a minter of the Pulse OG NFTs. You're gonna start getting rewards. And it goes on for 20 months. So for 20 months, you're going to just get a cha-ching, cha-ching every month in your wallet. And that's pretty amazing. Hey, Brett.
Yeah, for holding the Pulse OGs, whether you purchased it initially or you bought it secondary off the market, different percentages, what have you.
30-20. So if you're a minter, you get 30%. If you're the holder, you get 20%. So if you're the minter and the holder, you get 50%.
Okay. Yep. So on the here, I'm gonna pull up 9-inch here. So are the farms rotating? What's the plan?
You're looking at the farms stay the same, but if you're looking for something that's rotating, it's gonna be under Launchpad, coin pools. Those are the ones that rotate. Okay. So all those at the top are dead right now. You got to scroll down to the bottom to see the live ones. So they only go for 2-week periods.
Jesus, are they rotating them? Like, why don't they get rid of this dead shit? You don't have to
I totally agree. They need to. So right now, the only one I'm in is Doomer, and I'm doing pretty good with it. I'm probably doing about $30 a day just Doomer because I have a large amount of BBC stake there. The last 2 weeks, the two big ones were Bastard and Nope, and people who got Nope, it was they were quite happy. But holders of Nope may not have been too happy because what people were doing is they were earning those tokens and they were quickly selling them for something else, and it was negative pressure on the Nope price for that 2-week period. So I'm not too sure about doing this all the time. I would do it occasionally just for the marketing efforts. But yeah, the guys definitely need to clean this up, and the old ones that are not active need to be somehow hidden.
Yeah. And
See, there was
it's all BBC related.
Yeah, you have to stake BBC to get them.
Okay.
So in the last 2 weeks, Bastard token over the course, I only participated for 10 days. And during those 10 days, I made about $600 worth of Bastard token. That's not bad for free money. That's single-sided staking. That means there's no chance of you losing anything due to impermanent loss. You're just staking tokens. So yeah, now on 9inch you can make your own token. You can do an airdrop via 9inch. They've got all the tools for you.
Nice. So who is this routing through the mint your token?
I do not know.
Because didn't we learn that on the Pulse X side, who was it? Was it GoPulse or
they have their name in the code. So if you go look at Nope token, because that's where I minted Nope, was on GoPulse. They actually say in the code that this coin was minted on GoPulse.
Right, and aren't they getting like a 1% based on the volume or something? Or
I was speaking to Midas. I think he's the dev, and he denies it. He says there's no taxes or anything. But Kinetic says there was. So I don't. How do I prove it?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, why wouldn't it be?
I don't mind the advertising. I don't mind that part, but if it wasn't taxed, that'd be fucked up.
But it should be, it should be a bullet point. It should be in the fine print, at least below it. Like it just.
Look at this guy, Kirby. Kirby says Bitcoin at all-time high and Hex is still down 98%. Hex missed entire bull run. Did it really? See, Kirby missed out on something. He didn't know that we got a whole copy of Hex on Pulse Chain now, which is twice the price of the one on Ethereum. So yeah, no, we're not down 98%,
buddy. Not today. Not today. Yeah. So, but you've been and I'm with you as well. You've been holding strong with the theory on the east side. Holding 9inch on Ethereum for that future play down the road here.
I'm down to 1 billion there. I'm kind of disappointed with the 9inch team. These guys, they're doing great on Pulse Chain. I love the pools and all this kind of stuff, but I thought they're going to hit Ethereum hard. And in one respect, Kirby's right. We are in the bull run now. We're what, about, I would say 20% of the bull run's now complete, and these guys are still not really kicking up a notch. They really need to bring attention. And if you wait till halfway through the bull run, you're going to miss out on a whole bunch of movement.
Yeah. So what would you say when somebody comes back to you, basically pretty much a no coiner, and they're like, "Hey, what do you think about jumping in the Bitcoin ETF?" They don't have any exposure to regular crypto or means to just buy Bitcoin in general, but they're on the traditional finance side of the house, and they want to get in the game, right? They want some exposure.
Go for it, but not your keys, not your crypto. Who knows what can happen. I wouldn't trust it, but I know there's a lot of people that will.
So I wonder if that falls under FDIC insured, because it's under the house.
Only the bank that you do it through would be able to insure you, right? I think FDIC is through each individual bank. I don't think investment banks count for that, do they? I'm not sure. I've been out of the U.S. for too long, so I'm the wrong guy to talk about this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Because look, last cycle proved the point here. People were using Celsius and all these other apps because they'd rather have somebody take custody because it's too difficult for them to do it. And all these people got wrecked. Well, now it's going to be ETFs, and ETFs are you even have less custody because you can't move anything. In some ways, it's great because people that don't know any tech, they don't have any tech knowledge, don't understand how to use a phone, and they still want to get some Bitcoin exposure. Great, those folks are going to do wonderful. But they're just going to hold through the bull, and then when the bear comes, they're still going to be holding. I don't think many people are going to cash out. Most people just hold stuff forever.
Yeah, I mean, hodl it into the Roth IRA and let it ride. Now, the big question is, can BlackRock get enough? Like, I think they're just feeding the beast, and I they want more. They're just hungry. They want to consume.
10,000 a day. 10,000 a day is what these ETFs are buying up.
Look, man, where does this go? I mean, it's an animal.
I'm just going to reiterate that it's not the Bitcoin one that's really going to do well for us as far as pulse chainers and EVMs. It's the Ethereum ETFs when they get approved. And holy crap.
Boy, oh boy.
Ooh, I got chills.
Because we're probably looking at summer. I think I heard August-ish, maybe. When's Gensler getting canned, or at this point, are they just going to ride with what they got until,
just wait a year. It doesn't have to come out right now. Let's not have all the big news come out at the same time. Let's anticipate something.
Do we like to see Bitcoin maybe go sideways for a little bit and stretch out that rubber band so we get a bigger slingshot?
Absolutely. That's what we want to see, but are we going to see it? That's the question. And now this what's his name he's getting another loan, millions of dollars just to buy more Bitcoin. I can't remember. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. I totally forget what the hell his name is. Anyways, the Bitcoin guy.
And Tom Lake's right. If the ETFs are smart, they would get into Pulse Chain now.
Michael Saylor. That's
Michael Saylor. There you go.
Thank you.
The people that are getting into Pulse Chain right now are actually the hedge funds. And in my Patreon group, we have a hedge fund that they don't really participate much, but I know they watch the videos.
Flying under the radar.
Yeah. They're really interested in we're like the No Permissions group is their center to get the information about what's happening in Pulse Chain.
Yeah. What's the pricing? What's the lowest tier for No Permissions Patreon?
It's the $8 a month plan, and you can actually sign up for a whole year ahead now. Patreon gave me that. I messaged them. I said, "Hey, is it possible for me to get this yearly
annual, monthly / annual?"
Yeah, and it's like 15% discount if you sign up for a year. But that one does not include the Telegram or the strategy calls. So the one that includes that is the premium. That's $80 a month, and that actually happened because of the community itself. We had a discussion amongst all of us, and we felt that we were getting a little bit diluted, and we wanted to make sure it was a little bit a higher. It was a little more difficult to become part of that because we were having people coming in. They're coming, getting the knowledge. We started seeing information that we were talking about in the group being shared by other people within our community, not the Patreon, but within the Hex ecosystem. And we're like, who's the snitch? Who's out there talking about what we're talking about?
I smell a rat.
I smell a rat. So we had to make the fence a little bit higher, and so far it's been working.
Yeah, make that fence higher, right? Now, is there a $19 option? I know there's different tiers.
No. Free.
So maybe
free. $8.80.
Okay. Because I think when I went in there, I was trying to get somebody a link, and I think it said upgrade it gave me an upgrade option because I was already an existing. So okay, so it's all right. So that's misleading as far as
It's only because you're signed in. It's that only showed up because you're already signed in.
right, yeah. All right, yeah, we'll work that out. So yeah, got other shows in the pipeline. Been trying to do my thing and just get the word out. And I don't know if you've caught any of the other clips that I put out there. We're just having other people on. And
Yes, I had Brandon.
yeah. Shit, that was probably the longest one, man. We did 2 hours. It started with Just Ask Jesse in the first half, and then he rotated out, and then we chopped it up a little bit longer with old Brandon, and we covered a lot of topics on that one. That was oof.
And Brandon's full of knowledge. And
yeah.
Brent just asked, do you think ETF BTC will flow back into alts that aren't backed by an ETF? No, I don't think so. I think that money, once it buys those Bitcoin, it's probably not going to be traded much. That you could consider most of that Bitcoin gone for a long time. Once it goes into ETFs, I don't foresee it being traded much.
Now, it should, like, if nobody's selling, it should hold up the price, right? It should create a floor, so to speak.
Yeah.
And
same thing happened with the gold ETF. The gold ETF did the exact same thing. See, I'm not a big fan of the ETFs. I like volatility, but if you want stability, the ETFs do a great job.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so, Brenton. Because the traders are still going to trade. It's just that we're trading at a higher price. There's gonna be much less Bitcoin on the market, but it's still gonna be the same amount of volume that's still trading back and forth.
Yep. Again, just friendly reminder, if you guys can pop on over to the VETS side real quick, hit the subscribe and a like, help out the algorithms, and get the juices flowing, and then pop back to Randy's channel. All that good stuff. What else we got? So we got Fox, boom. There is more money moving across the bridge. That's for sure, right?
Heard about that.
And we believe that was some familiar wallets that we were seeing again make some moves.
It's going to be a nice bull run once the money really starts hitting pulse chain. It's going to be freaking amazing. And right now, everyone's talking about INC token, which is kind of odd to me because a lot of people poo-pooed it back in the day. But it's a small amount of tokens.
Yeah. I mean, hindsight, like, people really have to change the mentality. Like, because when Inc. was down, what was the lowest it got down to? Like 52, 60 cents, something, like at all-time low. It hovered around $1 or just below $1 for a real long time. I mean, when you see red, buy on red, right? It's kind of funny.
BBC. I did that with BBC because it's the same idea, the same kind of token, right? And BBC hit way low, and I bought a bunch of it because it was so low.
I mean, that's the smart way. I mean, to buy on red when everybody else is fudding something, and if you've done an ounce of research and you believe in it, stick to your guns. And then
INC will be a good token to pair with because I think it will rip. There's a lot of smart people out there who are thinking that might be the token in the ecosystem that rips the most.
I mean, between that and PLSX, like we saw a little bit of a flash on that. I mean, the shit just keeps burning. That motherfucker's burning. Yeah, man. It's talk about a sleeper. Like, oh god.
And I love that news that they figured out that there's only 1,000 wallets that have 1 billion pulse chain. That is so small.
Yeah.
We really have a small ecosystem.
Yep.
Leave ourselves here.
Hey. Whoop, whoop.
But hey, I do have to get going. I'm going to run downstairs and get some water. And I'm going to come back up and stream on my channel.
Yep. Get to it. It
So if
is
you wanna
all good.
take us out tonight. I'll appreciate it. And yeah, I'm going to start streaming Sunday nights through Wednesday night. This is going to be my new schedule.
You're picking it up, huh?
Yeah, for the bull run. I think it's important. We need to have those of us who have experience, who have been around a while, who have been here through the whole bear market to help people through, hold their hand, take it through it. Because you got these scavengers out there that show up only for the bull markets and they just wreck people. And I'm just going to try to keep it real, keep people focused, stay away from garbage, and try not to have any more beetroot stuff happen.
It's all we can do, and that's all we're trying to do collectively is navigate this as we go through it. So cool. All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate it, brother. Have a good one. We'll catch you later.
Cheers.
All right, peeps. Anything else? I know you guys are all from Randy's side here, so I'll probably be losing you. But thanks for popping in, joining the show. I got Chocolate Taint. You heard that right. Chocolate Taint coming on this Wednesday. That'll be a good one. He's a good guy from the DGen Roundtable. And then, man, I think I got something with. No, I'll be on Hexray Vision's channel in a couple weeks. And then got another one with Brad and Haunted. That's on March 11th, talking about the UP and the UpX token. Brad is a firefighter. He's got his own YouTube channel, but he's doing it really good, paying it forward, helping out like new firefighters, people on probation, things of that nature. Firefighting with Brad, something of that nature. But just similar concept, just trying to pay it forward and get information out there to people. So, all right. Appreciate everybody popping in, and thank you again. And we will catch you all on the flip side. Hey, Vegas, baby. Vegas. Let's go. Pulse Chain Tour kicks off like Wednesday next week. I'm flying in there Thursday evening. And coming back Sunday. So yeah, find yourself, pop in there, say hello. They're going to be streaming it live. So this is the first time, I believe, they're going to be streaming like the Pulse Chain Tour and seminar live. So definitely pop over to pulsechaintour.com, log in. You'll see all the shenanigans, all that good stuff. Fitness Chick, thank you. Appreciate it. I should say hello to the Twitch peeps. Always trying to spread the good knowledge in the word and get it I'm a crayon connoisseur for sure. That's a girl. Are you a fellow WM, woman Marine? But I am a devil dog. That is there's no denying it. There's no hiding it. Some people are just born a Marine. Saw that clip. That was a good one. Yeah, we are grateful. We are blessed. Appreciate everybody. Fire Engine Cherry. There you go. Red, white, and blue, baby. That's what it's all about. Let's see. We will work our way to an outro. I'm going to show you guys back. We did the Cabo cruise a while back. We went down to Cabo San Lucas. That was a Pulse Chain cruise. I know they're going to have some more cruises coming around, but I'll pop this on. You can kind of get a glimpse. We were out deep sea fishing. What a great way to get to know people is you get to hang out on a boat in the middle of the ocean for like 8 hours. Besides the big boat, but a little boat, smaller boat for shipping, not a cruise ship. But here, check this out real quick.
And baby, you can have whatever you want. You taste so sweet. I can't help myself. You like candy. You like liquid honey. You taste so sweet. I can't help myself. You like candy. to me now. You got a body like a model. You got a body that you always find. Open up a bottle, and baby, you can have whatever you want. You taste so sweet, I can't help myself. You like candy, you like liquid honey. You taste so sweet, I can't help myself. You like candy, you like liquid honey. You like liquid honey, you like liquid honey.
Damn. Hot damn. All right. Check that out on Insta. Yeah. Wow. I'm all about that. I like it. I like it a lot. I see you peeps on Insta. Thanks for popping in there and clicking that join button on the live stream over on Instagram. So thank you very much. Appreciate y'all. And you guys, I appreciate the support. We're just trying to pay it forward and get the word out there and everything. Man, I just totally lost my thought. Oh, you guys will hear me preach it all the time. In real life meetups are huge. It's a great way to get to know the people behind projects and behind the screen. We come across so many internet keyboard warriors out there. It's really good. I think even Krypto Sloth's going to be in Vegas. Like, I haven't met that guy in person. So that's going to be awesome. And it just helps when you get to know people's mannerisms and how they, conduct themselves, their sense of humor. That's huge. Things get lost in translation all the time. So again, if you guys would check out the veteran pool party and stake your hex, man. It's 305 days. It's gonna end in December of 2024, and you're gonna be able to get your liquid hex before the peak of the bull run. So why not do a good thing? 1%. We'll do it live, signing it off to a charity when it's all said and done, and you did your good deed. Man, why not? I did. I staked. I have skin in the game. I've been paying money out of pocket to get this thing and that thing going. And, you can see the VETS token on the deck screener, VETS, veterans. And that's out there. It's paired with multiple tokens and it's working pretty good. Picked that up from Access and Coach X with PTGC. So all that's been going pretty good. And it's just, that old saying, rising tide raises all ships. Well, LPing your stuff with other tokens helps. And, it rises up, rises down. But collectively, as we see, it's going to be nuts, man. It's going to be nuts in a good way. All right, my homies. Peace, love, happiness. Love you guys. Let's kick off this little outro. Deuces.
All right.
First Saturday, hey.
Founder, Richard Hartman.
Isn't it supposed to be on 2 feet? Holy.
Yo, it's the Hexicans again. Krypto, this ain't the end. It's real life, not pretend. The code is what we defend. We some crypto junkies. Hex and pulse chain, we comfy. The price action bananas. Chimpanzees, monkeys, making trust to sleep. How can I claim a loss? Hex and pulse chain, they didn't rug. Gary Gensler, we're the victims. I really think you just spreading some fun. So tell me what this is about. Oh, you do anything for the clout? You are a joker and I am dope, but that's just a fact. Full disclosure. So tell me what's next. You think Richard Hart's gonna run with the funds? I heard some influencers say that, and to me, that sounds really dumb. But that's just me, and we will see. Hex is no company. I am my crypto, how it should be. No restrictions, totally free. With DeFi, there's no middleman. Just code programmed to do what it do. Repetitive tasks, kiss my ass and regulate this new asset class, cause we some crypto.